I probably should have reviewed this beer before I reviewed the grapefruit version, but it is what it is. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road. The other night, the other day, the other week, whenever this video comes out, I don't know, I reviewed the F5 Grapefruit IPA from COOP Ale Works. And that was the grapefruit version of the beer that I have right here. So what I have here is the F5 IPA from COOP Ale Works. COOP Ale Works is out of Oklahoma City. I found this on the bus. I don't know if it came from the backstage or somebody bought it or where it came from, but there was a bunch of them and I lifted one from the bus. So on the can here, kind of similar to the grapefruit IPA one, just that tornado, it says F5. Of course, if you're not familiar with Oklahoma, that's Tornado Alley. They get tons and tons of tornadoes. So this brewery's just making a play on that. The bottom of the can has a can-on date, March 3rd of 2026. And on the can, it just says India Pale Ale, COOP Ale Works. Drink local, recycle, enjoy cold. 12 fluid ounces, 7.1% ABV. 85 IBU, COOP Ale Works, Oklahoma City, USA. And kudos to you, COOP Ale Works, for putting everything on the can I always rant and rave about not being on the can. You got the ABV, you got the IBU, and you got the canned on date. Thank you for doing that. I wish more breweries would do that. And on top of that, your canned on date is legible, easy to read. Take note, other breweries out there. You gotta do that. Gotta make these canned on dates easy to read and legible like COOP Ale Works does. That way we know when we get a fresh beer or if a beer's kind of tastes funky, we can look at the date and say, oh, it's an old can because the beer store we bought it at isn't doing their job in rotating the beers. And I'm digressing off on another tangent. I've been going off on a lot of tangents lately about beers, but I guess it is a beer show, right? But let's get back to this beer, this F5, before I start another tornado of ranting and raving. I've got my iconic plastic cup today, and we're going to get it on into the glass. So on Untapped, this gets a 3.77 with over 39,000 check-ins. Beer Advocate gets a 90 outstanding with almost 700 reviews. 90 outstanding on Beer Advocate is a really good score. Get that all the way in my iconic plastic cup. Get a nose on it. That's a weird smell. That has a very odd astringent smell. My mind's going to dip your beak in it every time you smell it. My mind's going to kind of a litter box smell, but not really. Almost like somebody farted in the beer. I mean, it's a really odd, just, I don't know. It's just a really weird smell in this one. Well, enough sniffing the beer. Color, God, that smells just so odd. That is a hazy orange, can't see through it at all. About a fingernail's worth of fisheye bubble head. Yeah, that smells not inviting. It's not very strong. I did rinse the cup out. The smell is not very inviting. I can't really put my finger on what that scent is. I mean, it's giving me remnant, like cat litter, but not exactly cat urine, but just like a dirty litter box, but not that ammonia smell so much as just like the combination of everything in a litter box. Like, yeah, it's just odd. Hopefully this beer tastes better than it smells. Let's find out. Cheers, everybody. Medium bodied, little syrupy, dank, some bitterness, but not, for 85 IBUs, it's not punch you in the face bitterness. some generic kind of fruit cup fruitiness, dank. The alcohol's not noticeable at 7.1%, it's well hidden. That smell is persistent though. For 7.1% ABV, 85 IBUs, this is surprisingly easy to drink. F5 IPA from COOP Ale Works, even with that weird, almost off-putting smell I'm picking up, I give this a horns up. It is a tasty beer. Don't let the 85 IBUs scare you away. It's not that bitter. It's got a nice dank fruit cup bitterness mixed together, but it's not super bitter, not punch you in the mouth bitter, not quadruple sextuple IPA, fit as many hop cones as I can fit in a can bitterness. It's just enough bitterness to cut some of the sweetness out of the fruitiness. It is drying, but it's a tasty beer. I would definitely drink one of these again. Wow. Getting the burps all of a sudden, so I should probably end the video right there. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I've cruised over 700, trying to get to that 1,000 mark. Got to get my watch hours up. If you like what you see, if you like what I'm doing, please share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your enemies. I don't care who you share it with, just share the videos. And as always, embrace the adventure.